Welcome, cooks, to Aldi Chef. Today we're making a bourbon and brown sugar roast from Aldi. We are using all Aldi food, all Aldi equipment. We're going to sear this baby off in an Aldi cast iron skillet, and we're going to finish it off in an Aldi crockpot. We're making Aldi dinner. Welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. So the Aldi Chef is a series we do every once in a while where we cook with Aldi food and Aldi equipment. I try to get as much as I can. I can't say it's 100% because sometimes they don't have the food or sometimes they don't have a piece of equipment. But I gather as much as I can from Aldi and we make a meal. So we were in Aldi the other day and I noticed that they had this. This is a seasoned chuck roast. So this is a USDA choice bourbon and brown sugar seasoned chuck roast from Aldi. It doesn't exactly say what the size is. Oh, the size is 2.11 pounds. So it's on the smaller size. It's a product of the USA. And we are going to, I wanted to put it in the Aldi slow cooker. We bought the slow cooker a couple weeks ago in our Isle of Shame haul and the Aldi finds, and I want to put this baby to the test, so we're going to try this out with this chuck roast. Now, one of my issues with just straight up slow cookers is there's no way to get any browning. It basically stews everything. It's not like a multi-cooker where it has like a saute function. This is your classic everyday slow cooker. So I want to get some browning on this bad boy. So I'm going to use this Aldi enameled cast iron skillet that I got recently. It is on the smaller side, but this is a smaller piece of meat. So it's actually going to fit on here pretty well. So let me get this out of the package and we'll get this baby heated up and we will give this beef a sear. The pan is ripping hot. I'm going to pop some oil in here. This is a high temperature oil. It's going to smoke like crazy. Whoa.
Go ahead, do it, baby.
Whoa.
Get it in there.
Whoa.
That's okay, we're good. We're good. Use your tongue, get it in there. All right, you're good.
Whoa, that scared me.
Okay.
Part of it scared me because the pan moved over and the splatter was going on the flame, so it was actually on fire.
Bourbon, baby, it's flammable.
Who said there's no adventure in cooking?
It smells good from over here. I'll eat it.
This is going to be going straight into the slow cooker. Woo. Now that was Mr. Aldi's wild ride.
So your Crofton handled it.
It did. Okay, so let's see what the slow cooker can do, right? So we have the meat in the slow cooker. I'm going to put some onions in here.
Yay.
To give some flavor. So, at this stage in the process, I'm putting onion and carrot. I want some potatoes and celery. The problem is, those things will overcook and disintegrate. So we're going to put those in about halfway through the cook. Carrots will hold up a little better and onions are just going to disintegrate into this. We have a little bit of beef broth in here. I'm not making a stew. It's more like going to braise this. So I'm going to put in about that much. And we're ready to go. I'm going to put in a little dash of Worcestershire. Bring some more flavors in there. Just to season it up, right? And we're going to put the lid on. So this slow cooker was a really good price. I believe it's 6 quart and it actually has a digital display. When it has a digital display, you get the keep warm setting and all kinds of fun stuff. So we're going to go here. I'm going to go mode low. I'm going to go 6 hours and we're going to let it start. So halfway through the cook, we're going to be putting in the potatoes and the celery. We're going to be going low at 6 hours to get so it'll break down. One thing I'm worried about is this being too hot on low. I used it one time before and it seemed like it was too hot on low, so we'll see that.
Throw some ice cubes in there. Or wait until it's wintertime and put it out on the deck.
Okay. I mean, it's great to get an inexpensive appliance, but if it doesn't work right, then, because if low is high, then you don't have a low, right? So we are going, and halfway through, we'll be back to put in the potatoes and celery. Okay, so we are like 4 hours in, and I do have some comments to make so far. Our roast has shrunk, as expected, but also this cooker is kind of giving me a little boiling around here, and this is on low. And I temped it, and it's temping around 215. And I think it should be around 190 something. So it's cooking too fast. And I am noticing at the 4 hour mark, this thing is falling apart. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I still need to cook my potatoes.
Hey, it's going to cook them fast, right?
I hope it does, because that roast it's just going to be disintegrate. So when these potatoes are tender, we'll be taking a little taste.
Yeah.
So it has officially been 6 hours. We're going to go ahead and take this lid off. And we're going to take a look at it. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Whoa, this is very tender. So what I think I want to do is I want to take this out of here and I want to put a slurry in there. I have never done that with the slow cooker, so we will see if it will tighten up. It's hot enough in there because this thing is boiling everything. Ooh, okay. Ooh. This sucker has really shrunken down. The only reason I want to take these potatoes out is because I don't want them to just completely broke up and become a mash. I have a lot more potatoes than I do meat. That's okay though.
We can live with that, right?
I definitely can live with that. I have an incredible amount of potatoes here. So I turned this up to high, and we have a little bit of a cornstarch slurry. Thank you, Boo. That's cornstarch with a little water in there. Mm-hmm. What was that, 1 tablespoon?
5 tablespoons.
We're going to go ahead and put that in here. It's kind of thickening just like that. I'm going to give it a couple minutes and then we'll pour this gravy over the top of it. Okay, so did I kill the meat in this process? Hopefully not. It thickened up some. Ooh. Ooh. It thickened up a little. Ooh. I have a lot of potato. My potato to meat ratio is a little off. That's okay, because it's all good. I think we need to take a taste. So Eric acted like he wanted me to cut it, But I don't think I can because as soon as I touch it,
Normally, you're supposed to cut it against the grain, right? But in this case,
there's no way to cut it against the grain.
So this is going to be basically pulled beef at this point.
Because it's completely fall off the bone. Okay, so I think I'm just going to give Eric a hunk here. Yeah, this is fall apart. And you want some potatoes?
Maybe.
Well, if it's just maybe, then I won't give you any.
Oh, you're going to give it to our neighbor instead?
Yeah.
Or to our nightly visiting neighborhood dog?
Yeah. And then I'll just give him a little scoop of gravy over the top. How does that look, Boo?
I don't know. Bring it closer to me, my pretty.
There you go.
Thank you.
And for me, since I don't eat too much beef, I'm just going to take a taste. And I'll give myself some taters. What do you guys think of this? What do you think, Boo?
Potatoes and carrots are great. They're tender. The onions are...
The onions kind of disappeared.
They did. You can see remnants of them, but there's not much to them. The beef is very tender, very moist. I can't really taste a, quote, bourbon or anything brown sugar related, but it does have good flavor. And then, of course, you still got little pieces of celery here and there.
Yeah.
So overall, I mean, I think it's great, really. You didn't really have to do too much prep on this. You just cut up the vegetables, right? So, no, I think it's wonderful.
I think it did real good waiting to put the potatoes in there till it was halfway through. Otherwise, they would just break up.
Yeah.
I do think that the slow cooker is a little too hot on low. Yeah. I think, for the price, it did a great job, but I also think that it's a little too high.
If I had to do this again, I probably would have put the vegetables in maybe at the 3-hour mark and pull the thing at the 4-hour mark, probably.
Yeah.
The meat wouldn't have been as fall apart tender, but it would have a little chew to it.
So we have Aldi meat, Aldi vegetables, Aldi slow cooker. This is the Aldi Chef, folks. I'm off to eat my dinner. I hope you enjoy this.